Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We got map number 2 for you. I assume Tree Bear's still here with me, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure you didn't get raptured or something while I was gone or while we were at break. We're here in map number 2, Element111. That'll be your team in orange. Just came off a very solid 7-4 win on Clubhouse, which was their map pick. Now heading over to MMG United's pick of Coastline. Very interested to see what they have here. United put up a great fight on Element's pick. They're subbing in Instinct for Dollar Bill. Hashtag rip Dollar Bill. But bringing their starting lineup in is definitely going to help them out.
Ooh, another captured. Oh, that.
I'm not entirely sure if Element111 realizes I no longer play for for MMG United. It's been a good 6 months now since I've officially played for them. They seem to have missed the boat on that target ban.
My heart goes out to you, Trig. I feel bad.
Devastating. Yeah. It's one of those things you just really hate about the job. And we see a Capita ban this time from United, which is interesting because that was Elements operator ban last time. Banning Mira, excellent. I love it. Always ban Mira. That's my motto.
Yeah, Mira's pretty strong on this map too. Obviously, you got the old penthouse strats where you just bring a Mira and screw everybody's day up. So yeah, obviously in kitchen as well, and pretty much everywhere else you can definitely play her very well. So Whammy for the last ban. Obviously Whammy very strong. I think he was actually banned by Element last time as well. So I think they just don't like Whammy. Understandable.
Oh no, this is going to be a double ACOG pick.
Oh boy,
Spawn Peak Central over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's looking like, dang.
I hate to see what you, nice guy Jake, could do with the ACOG.
Doc and Rook, the unstoppable duo. If you guys do follow easily the R6 Pro on Twitter, he's always ranting about, oh man, these guys got promoted to Doc. They're gonna go frag out with ACOGs.
Did you ever watch that? It was Dark Zero versus at the time 92 Dream Team, which became
He got promoted to Doc, bro.
I watch that game on every other month or so. One of the all-time classics. Probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. If you haven't watched it, chat, that and Wayne's World, the two funniest pieces of media I could ever recommend to the world. Okay, time to talk about Siege because
game.
We do have a Doc, we do have a Rook. If neither of these people spawn peaks, I will eat my shorts live on stream.
That'd be a very this is gonna be so weird. Like there are 4 people in Hookah Aquarium side. It's penthouse, right? It is penthouse, correct? Like
yes.
Extended Rome right now. Holy smokes!
It is in fact penthouse, and oh boy, I'm in trouble. No spawn peaks. My cargo shorts are in for a rough day. And no, I'm not bluffing. Twitch.tv/TragMMG. I will eat my shorts live on stream at some point soon. Stay tuned.
Shogun's already up on that double window. He's trying to get this game moving already. Like,
I am mildly confuzzled as to the Element strategy. They got 1 man in projector, and they've got 4 man on the other side of the map. At least last I saw. This is what you call a roam heavy strategy. They got a guy on cool vibes. They've got 2 ACOGs.
Look at these angles.
Part of me just wants to see all 5 people just rappel on in through the pentest window right now.
That is, those ACOGs. Now we understand why they brought the ACOGs, right? Those are some fat angles all the way into VIP. So it's looking like an interesting play here. We'll see if they can actually exploit this, but these angles are going to be hard to come by. So
yeah, 1 minute and 30 seconds in, I don't think United has any sort of answer for this. They're just kind of struggling to find anywhere to make an entry. I see why Blackbeard is banned, because that would be the perfect counter to this, putting him on one of the windows to play these long angles with that lovely little SR-25. We do see the entry. Oh, barely slammed, survives with his life. Jake gets that kill, picking up where it left off. I see Rook probably saving his life, being Rook. Trying to get himself. We now have only a minute left, and they still haven't gotten much ground. They get the stun on him, and he backs right on into Instinct's fire. So 4v4 now. They're gonna have to now try to. They're getting pinched on both sides. There's one in Aqua, there's one in VIP. We'll see Jake get the kill onto Ironic. He will get traded out though. They gotta get this Jaeger out of VIP. That's gonna be the key. He's retreated his way into Hall of Fame. He's going to be stuck in there. There's a guy still rappelling on the windows. Smoke starts to deploy his gas grenades. The Buck drops the hatch but can't get the kill. The dude not making that happen. And Archer with a great pistol shot will get take care of one. Instinct trades back onto him, but Grizzy polishes off Instinct. And Element takes a round using one of the most creative strategies I've ever seen.
That was literally just, let's open everything up. We got all of the angles and we got all the ACOGs. Like, Doc Rook, there's no way they're going to outpeak us, right? So, that flank, well, it wasn't even like, it was just an extended hold at that point. It was like, you know, Penthouse, we're going to extend all the way and hold in hookah almost. And it's just like, how do you fight that? They looked very confused at the time. They did make like a full rotation, but there was like a minute 10 left. There wasn't much to do after they had their kills, and it was very short time, so it was a very frantic round. But I've seen that was just a really good hold. So
I've seen something mildly derivative of that. Like, go back about 2 years, and people tended to open up that master bedroom wall and play it from inside of VIP, but I never saw it. Like, usually you'd put a guy behind that bookcase and reinforce the wall looking towards billiards, and you try to anchor in there with Jaeger and put a dock in that spot with a deployable shield to try to cover him. I've never seen it to the extent of, well, you also open that wall and you open up all of billiards and hookah for good measure, throw a guy in an aquarium for that extended amount of time. Really fascinating to see, and that's the ingenuity I love seeing out of MMGL. You don't see pros doing things that crazy, at least not regularly. And we see more of the same here. They have opened up all of the kitchen wall. They have opted to reinforce main lobby, which is probably smart. That would probably be a little overboard, opening everything. But they're gonna really extend the bomb site out here, opening a rotate out into the courtyard, rotate into Sunrise. They're really trying to stick to this map control, which leaves United with two options. Either they've got to take all of map control themselves, because I mean there's a risk to it. You're kind of spread thin and you can only protect each other so much on these long angles, or they can go for a rush tactic and just try to overload the objective, which could theoretically work. Last round, they didn't really stick to either of those, and then we saw that round really stall out. This time, they're going to have to be a little more decisive to make this happen.
Yeah, they definitely could need to, like, pinch off that side of the map. They need to get some sort of, like, control to split the site open, you know? They're trying to get that extended hold, like you said, and it's not going to work out for Ironic, as he's already downed and finished off by Grizzy. So, Jaeger will get healed back up. And it looks like Bavisi actually taking quite a lot of damage as well. I don't know where that was happening, but he's down to about quarter health. There's still a heavy roam game going on, as you see a Mute pushing up blue very slowly, very cautiously. It doesn't look like anybody's there. They are droning that out, so very likely that the Mute will come in contact with somebody here soon. This is just a great extended hold from Element once again. You can see they have pretty much, and here we go. We'll see all of her opened up if they can. Buck play coming into effect here. We still see people in security, courtyard, like This is a very extended hold, like we said earlier, and IQ trying to hold that angle, see if Jake will push into that, maybe? I think we got the IQ slowly pushing up. He actually going to catch out Jake, and that's a kill for the IQ.
Yeah,
Back
good
to
job.
4v4.
Good job by Instinct there. They really needed some sort of turbo shot here to get this round kickstarted. Strohs gets peaked from 3 different angles simultaneously, and he will go down, and that momentum seems to have been completely drained away at this point. They've really got to make something happen now with 30 seconds. The dude, just missed catching that guy in the doorway. Time dwindling away. It's going to be tough for United to win this. There's going to need to be some sort of really aggressive play to come out here. The flank comes up. Grizzy gets claymored. That might be what they need. Smoke playing an aggressive position here will take out Instinct, and he manages to retreat to safety. No refrag. Archer gets one, and Roops gets the other. Quick work by the SMG 11 bros there, and that's the round 1 for Element. That's a 2-0 lead as well.
Yeah, it was a great hold again. You know, they were doing the same kind of concept where they were opening up a whole bunch of angles. They were trying to get long sight lines, and in the end, it just didn't work out for United. They tried pushing the security really hard. It only ended up getting that dock in the end. The Jaeger got pushed back in the courtyard. Like, you could see every time there was a kill happening or something, you could see Element were rotating immediately, right? It was a great rotation from Element. So,
and here we see them go to blue and Sunrise, which is going to be an interesting one to see. Bringing a castle, which I really like. I think this complements their strategy spectacularly, assuming they keep with the theme of opening everything up. Lots of walls to play with here for Elements. If they can do that, use the castles to control a handful of doorways. This could be pretty scary. And we see them not actually going to Hookah Penthouse, which is...
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the one site where this tactic of just massive map control isn't quite as viable. And that one, it's more vertical than it is horizontal. They've taken a massively horizontal approach to this map, and I am digging it 100%.
Yeah, it's the kind of lateral play of the long angles that's really kind of throwing United off. Like, they seem, like you said, they're confused by these long angles, don't really know where to push. You can kind of see, like, that last round, they were holding a lot of angles, right? They were slowly pushing up. They didn't want to push it too hard or they might get peaked. And in the end, it just kind of, came down to time once again and threw them off even more. So
this is, it's like a flashback to me. This is really bringing me back to like year 2 era Siege. We saw a lot of just really long vertical angles. That's when roaming as a concept was still in its fledgling days. And you tend to see a lot of roaming rook, roaming dock, playing some super long angles you'd set up because impact nades were a pretty new thing then. And you go with that. And the counter to it was just slowly trying to take that map control, and I don't think this is something United have practiced. I know they take a very vertical approach to this map. They try to come in from above, come in from below, and we see Archer try to shoot the drone, decide to shoot the person instead. I like where his head was at there. Manages to get both the drone and the person in short order. So well done there by Archer, though it came a lot closer than he probably would have liked.
Yeah, I'm confused. It almost looked like he was trying to drone himself in. Obviously, he probably didn't know that the Jaeger was that close, or then he wouldn't have thrown that drone. But why wasn't he getting droned in by somebody else? Like that kind of seems like it would have been great. Oh, and that's a great vault cam as well. Looks like he's gonna be prepping it, kind of waiting. Pre-placed nitro, maybe trying to get to that rotate. Looks like people have backed off now, but good play off in the long. We'll see Buck absolutely destroying the floor in Hookah. Those castle barricades set up on the door and the blue window as well. So it's still a very good hold from Element. Archer's the only one that's, he's the only one that's taken really any damage. Nice guy Jake a little bit, but that's not a lot. And as we say that, Archer will get another kill. So Jaeger coming through and getting Strohs that time. So
Yeah, we see the setup here from United looks good, but they haven't managed to find the few anchor spots that Element is playing. Element's been able to finagle their way around the vertical play of United here, reading into that perfectly and countering it every step of the way. And we see the Gridlock does manage to get the kill onto the Jaeger. Can't quite land the kill onto that castle yet. Tries to make the cross. Oh, playing a very dangerous game of Ring Around the Rosie, and VZ will get the best of it. Only 10 seconds left. Will get the IQ as well, but the clock is too low. VZ gets taken out in the lobby. No chance for the plant. No chance for the final 2 kills, and Element takes a commanding 3-0 lead.
Yeah, it was another great hold again. You know, they went blue bar and sunrise. I'm pretty sure they probably weren't ready for that as well as like, oh, they'll probably go hookah this time. They're just throwing us off enough, and then they threw them off probably again. It's like, all right, we're just gonna go bar. In the end, closer. It was a little bit closer this time, but still, it was once Bavisi, he dropped that diffuser, and then it was over by that point. So
now this is something I really don't like. We're seeing Element make their way on over to Hookah Billards, and I don't know if I can get behind this. I think that's a little bit of maybe overconfidence on the hand of Element, thinking, "Oh, we can go for the four objective sweep." This is what United's prepared for. Their attack on this site is very strong, and I don't know if trying to try out another defense when your other 3 have just been so devastatingly effective is the play I would go for. You can't get that same long angle setup going here, at least not to the same extent they did on the other sites. So I'm not a fan of this play here.
I'm curious to see what they do. It seems like a pretty standard setup at the moment. You see all these reinforcements on pink wall and going into VIP. Yeah, it looks like it might be a little play in aquarium and stuff, but yeah, I'm curious to see, do they have another big roam setup, or is it mostly just stay on site and throw them off with a very slow playstyle this time, which could definitely be the case. They brought the Maestro to deny plants. They have smokes, so right there you have two anchors that are known for being quite annoying and really good. So we'll see what their plans are for this. Smoke obviously sitting in pink, and the Maestro is going to be sitting past that hookah door. A lot of roaming. Actually, there was an attempt, I think, at a run out, but I'm not sure if it was warranted at the moment. Mozzie, who's the Mozzie? That is Jake. Jake will decide to run back in, and probably for the best. We see almost 3 people in office right now. They haven't taken much control. They have taken office. It's only 2 at the moment. Just trying to clear this out, see if they can get a little pick. And Archer is going to take out Ironic from nowhere. Is that a peek onto the skyline? Ironic, nice. Nice guy Jake also taking out Instinct as well. So Mozzie going absolutely ham right now. Along with the Jaeger. I mean, Archer, I don't know how many kills that's been, but that's been quite a lot. He got another kill. Look, he's on a double kill right now. He got quite a few the last round. 2v5 for United. It's a Ying and a Gridlock. I don't know if this is too good for United, as looking like they might go down 0-4, which would be a very tough spot. Very tough spot indeed. So, let's see. Vigil just pre-firing around VIP. He's got a teammate over here. Oh, he's actually going to peek the guy in Hall of Fame. Another one goes down. Bavizi, and the last one, Ying, goes down. A flawless round for Element as they take the 4-0 lead.
Yeah, what do I know? I call it a bad idea, and they just go flawless around it. So I'm just gonna go do my thing here.
So, you know what? We don't care. We're gonna take all 4 sites from you. You can't do anything about it, and in flawless fashion as well. it's almost like they were waiting. You know, they were just like, all right, now we're really gonna play to our full potential. So that was a round. That was a round for Element. They pretty much just smoked everything that that United tried to do. This might cause a little bit of a ruckus, as Stroh's is going to pull out the Montang. Try to slow it down a little bit, maybe try to get a little bit more control, a bit faster. They do have that Ella, and they do have, I believe, a smoke. So that's two. Yeah, so Ella and smoke. That's two that counter the Montang. That's an interesting pick. I mean, they're down 0-4. What? They're probably thinking, what else can I do right now?
I've got no answers. Then again, I'm just a caster at this point. I'm retired.
Then again, you did call that they shouldn't have gone hookah, and then they flawless rounds. So
I thought I know my aim is gone at this point, but I thought the one thing I had going for me was a decent enough siege brain. But no, I am now officially washed.
You heard it here, chat. Can we get some Treg washed in chat?
Oh,
that's definitely gonna be a meme.
Well, there's already Treg bot, and there's big Treg.
Yeah.
Treg washed actually seems like the best of those three.
Yeah. So okay. So back to the game now. We have Element. They're in kitchen, right? You see this Montang. It's actually up on rappel. Wonder where he's gonna go in here. Stroh just peeking that double window, trying to see what he got into master. Interesting that he's actually on rappel for the master window. You know, I don't think if there is anybody in there, that would be an interesting fight. A pistol versus whoever knows what, a SMG or some other. But some cheeky little bullet holes going through some slammed here.
Yeah, that's become a passion of mine. Bullet hole kills are some of the most rewarding, and on the flip side, annoying as all get out. I like that C4 coming in from the courtyard. It doesn't connect, but very cheeky out of Archer. Still a C4 left to worry about, and the hands are slammed. Floor is very much open at this point. Not a lot.
Checkerboard out there, geez.
We see Roops getting very much damaged. VZ as well going to take some health loss. Insanely aggressive angle from that smoke, but that's going to work unless the Montaigne walks into it. That's going to be the key. Angles like that are sometimes too dumb to fail. The dude gets picked off from below by Slammed. Oh, no, Slammed actually rotated up. The gridlock's ineffective if they are even placed in the proper location. And that's a big loss. They've actually completely lost vertical control. That's going to be key here. All sorts of trouble. Instinct goes down. Stroh's is the last one. A Montaigne and a 1v4 is not a winning strategy. And Stroh's will go down, and 5-0 Element111.
That's a big blow to see a 5-0 on a defensive side of Coastline. They are absolutely romping them. It looks like they're having a good time. They're jumping out windows. They're murdering people as they're jumping out windows, and it's just, it can't be fun if you're United right now. But yeah, Element absolutely tearing them apart. Whatever they do, if they bring out a Montang, if they bring whatever it is they bring, they're like, you know what, we see your cards. Unfortunate for United, but Element absolutely just going ham.
Yeah, United, this was one of their strongest maps, and if you bring out like a pretty meta defense, United's got that completely under wraps, but this is certainly off meta. This is, again, much more resembling years ago's meta than it is a modern one, but working out lovely for Element111 here. I think this is just not something that United saw coming and having trouble adapting to it.
Yeah, more bullet holes going. Oh, never mind. Maybe the bullet holes didn't get a kill last round, but maybe we'll see a little. We're going to be going back to Blue Bar, Blar.
The Blar.
Sunrise. So, Blar and Sunrise. It's about the same lineup for MMG as it was before. Obviously, no Montang this time. He's going to go back onto the Ash. Really, they're just trying to. It's almost like they're trying to beat this with a dead horse, or beat a dead horse with, and it's not working very well.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
They need this one here. 5-1. Yeah, it's possible. 6-0, it's going to be a very tough time for MMG. C4 comes out. Jake, probably feeling very good about himself. Will not be able to get anything with it. C4 down, not the end of the world though. Did about 15 damage to VZ. Not ideal utility usage, but hey, you're up 5-0.
There's actually there's a lot of presence in Sunrise. You see there's like 3 people in Sunrise, one in that sauna spot. They're trying to hold that Sunrise with everything and anything, and this might be throwing off United, but trying to figure out how to push this exactly that they want. So it's going to be a struggle for United. This is another strat that Element is pulling out of the books. They definitely want the win, that's for sure. So there's a lot of top control, I will say that. As we've seen before, the top control has pretty much gotten them nowhere. They'll just retake and immediately have upstairs again. So they got to be aware of that for sure. So
stop the presses. You heard it here first. Element111 wants to win.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, playoff for $500. I don't know. Yeah, that's for sure. And looky here, they actually got the first pick this time, and Archer is actually dead. He was the one that was kind of popping off earlier, but he is no more. I think that was ironic that got the kill. Very good kill. But somebody else is going. Ironic actually gets traded out by the castle of Slam. So once again, they had an advantage. Not quite keeping that advantage though. Man, these sledge rolls, they are very consistent. Their sledge rolls. They got kind of that checkerboard pattern over there in hookah, and see if it works out. Nice guy Jake going down somewhere, and he will be finished off by Dudu. Looks like Valkyrie's going to try to go for a run out, and it will be successful after a lot of shots, but he does land the headshot in the end. There will be another kill. No, never mind. There was our. So I am mistaken. Another gunfight going out for BZ near the lobby and security. That was a great shot from somewhere as Grizzy takes out Strohs on site.
15 seconds to go.
And Grizzy running in circles looking for targets, finds an IQ but gets a smoke grenade to cover him. The IQ rushes through, gets the kill. 5 seconds left, 2v1. Instinct gonna go for the plant behind Sunrise Bar. May have some bit of safety. No, we see Ropes coming around the corner, but VZ is there to protect. Oh, that was close. I think Ropes was going for the knife. May not have been the right call. Gets shot in the back. If he just fired his gun, he probably would have gotten the kill and won the round. Unfortunate for Element. They won't get the 7-0. They won't get the 6-0 half. There is hope here for MMG United.
Yeah, 1 round. It's a start. It's a start for sure. A little bit of BM probably went the wrong way for that. For the Valkyrie of Ropes, and didn't get him the round, but I mean they are up 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's yeah, we'll have to see if we could actually get the score. Love to see what kind of kills and stuff we're getting around here. There we go. We have Archer with 7. We also had another player on Element with 7. So that's a lot of kills for 2 players. So.
Yeah, one of the other things, Instinct and VZ having really good games. Strohs and Ironic lagging a little behind here. If they can turn it around, so can the rest of the team. The dude as well, playing more of a support role, hasn't quite found his groove yet. The three of them can start to pick up the pace, keep Grizzly, Archer, and Jake at bay. They have a shot. I mean, it's usually one of the more attacker-sided maps, but we just saw it go pretty severely defender-sided. Maybe United has something interesting they cooked up. Perhaps they will just execute meta to perfection and be able to hold it.
Bullet holes.
Yeah, Instinct playing a nasty angle there. That is unfair. And VZ with an early kill on Slammed.
That's a very...
that might have been a wall bang through the barricade. Could have been a run out too. Tough to tell. Either way, that's a dead buck. And dead bucks are good for the defender's point of view.
Yeah, it's and there's actually one thing on the attacker side that we didn't really see at all, and it's a Nomad. We did see the Gridlock, but a Nomad being picked over Gridlock. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I think Nomad's probably the better operator in every single way. What a kill from Instinct. Jake taken down by a gunfight he completely and legitimately had a fair shot at. Not. Bullet holes are just nasty. Another one will run right into the fire of Instinct. That's 2 for him. He and VZ continuing to be the move makers for this MMG United team. And now Roops and Archer are going to be in a 2v5 scenario here. Not a lot of utility to work with, just that flanked Nile and some breaching rounds. They do get the kill on Instinct. That should help the cause. Gonna try to figure out how they want to push this. They have VIP control, they have Penthouse and Projector. Looks like they're trying to just push down this 90 hallway and make their way into one of the sites from there.
This Mozzie playing below as well. Thought he might have had something, but in the end didn't see anything. That Ash is playing really close to that hole though that Mozzie was looking at earlier. It's not gonna pay out in the end. Looks to be pushing up white. If that's what he does, he must hear the Nomad charge. That's probably preventing him from getting up white.
Yeah, he'll take some damage and he'll actually lose that gunfight. Archer push down and finish off the kill on him. It looks like United might be losing their grasp on this round, and we've seen a full rotate over to Aqua. Ironic, will land a lot of damage, but no kills. It's suddenly a 2v2. That smoke's going to be key. He's got one grenade left. Oh, perfect placement. Almost gets the kill onto Archer. That should buy them the time they need.
Still 20 seconds left. It's looking like Strauss is going to try to peek an aggressive angle, and he hits a Nomad charge. Somehow gets out of there. I don't know how the smoke will take out the Nomad, and in the end, Archer only needs one shot, but the dude with the headshot. And another round for United. I don't know how Strauss got out of that Nomad, but he survived somehow.
I think it managed to blow him right behind the bar to keep him safe. That was certainly a lot closer than United wanted that round to be. That is for sure. A 5v2 turned into a 2v2 and a very close 2v2 at that. They needed that win, of course. It keeps them off match points still, so they have a little wiggle room. But they're on the ropes for sure. They will take their
good round though, for sure.
Yeah, they needed a round like that.
As well, so
they'll now take their efforts down to the kitchen where they'll try to hold things out here. Bringing a Goyo. This is probably one of the better objectives to bring a Goyo in the game. Putting them around delivery is going to make things very difficult to work around.
Yeah, for sure. But as always, Goyo shields work both ways. You don't want to be playing too close to those Goyo shields, just in case they mysteriously blow up to an explosive or something. But yeah, Goyo can definitely bring a lot to this site, especially since that's 2 extra shields. They didn't bring a smoke this time, but yeah, that could go in many ways, and it's also denial and just a whole bunch of other stuff. Goyo's very good.
Definitely got to be careful though. Explosives on Zofia and Ash can take him out. The ADS can prevent that. There's the buck, so the vertical destruction of them is certainly an option. VZ going for the spawn peak, he'll get his head taken off. But then there's also, not to be forgotten, the way most of my Goyo shields get destroyed is not being very good as Goyo and destroying them. There's yourself trying to pre-fire and taking lots of damage. Always a threat.
Always a threat. Yourself is your biggest enemy, right? That's
always. Yep. I think I've killed myself more with Goyo than I have enemies. Not a Goyo player, by any sense of the word. So with a pretty big man disadvantage right off the bat, VZ, when you're down like that, it's not always a bad idea to go for those big plays.
A few times in a row, that might be pushing it, but I understand why, for sure.
Will leave his team a little bit handicapped here at the disadvantage, but they've killed about a minute off the clock and haven't given up a lot of control. So you would have obviously liked to see him alive, but if you had a roamer, trading a life for a minute off the clock, that's usually a trade you like to take. Losing instinct, though, is going to hurt. Grizzly gets him taken out. He's actually in the bomb site. Nearly gets another kill, but he will be felled by the Vigil of Strohs. 4v3 advantage for Element, as well as some HP advantage. Turned into a 4v2 as Ironic goes down, slammed playing on that kitchen window. Nice peek by the dude will deal some damage. But in a very tough spot, Dude gets a great kill onto Archer, but Jake takes down Dude. Strohs will get another, and he will retreat. 1v2, minute 15. Diffuser in the hands of Element. Strohs roaming around down in this hallway. Gonna need to make this happen. They're going for the plant inside of the little cubby there in delivery. Air jab goes off. They go to know his position. The buck above as well. They're going to need to take that vertical control in order to get this defuse. I don't see Strohs being able to get the kill through the floor, at least not easily. He's made his way up, making some noise. Hopefully the buck is unaware. Comes around the corner. Yes, he does catch him off guard. He's got that kill, but he's only got 20 seconds. Oh, I love this play. Jumping out the window. Is the door open? Oh, he gets detected. He's got a deployable shield to give him a little bit of cover. It's a Goyo shield's got to be careful. Playing a super close angle. Pulls up the CZs and 5 0. He can't get the kill. And the attackers will win the round. Strohs in. Oh, so close to getting that one. What a great effort. Unfortunately, was not to be.
That was a close one again. There was, that man advantage that Element had in the beginning almost wiped away, but in the end they did finish it out. It was a really good play by Strohs to try to retake upstairs. He would have been very close on time as well. He would have won the fight. I don't know if he would have gotten the defuse, but he was very, very close to say the least. So good hold by Element. Nice try, the Vigil of Strohs. But in the end, it went to Element again. So it's 6-2 Element.
Yeah, certainly a hell of an effort, excuse me, by Strohs. That's a heartbreaker. And they will keep the rotation going, though, going to the double bar.
Double bar, I mean, they won. Obviously, they won that site the first time around. So, yeah, I don't. This could be a short game, or maybe get United to take this round.
Yeah, I'd love to see United at least win a couple, keep it close. I wouldn't count him out yet. Ironic having an uncharacteristically poor game. If he turns on the Jets here, they could turn this around. I think that's been one of the keys for him, is that just at the end of the day, a few of the gunfights haven't gone their way. If a couple of these gunfights go the other direction, there have been some really close rounds here. There have been some runaway rounds for Element, but there's been some close ones. I think it's been a little bit closer than the score indicates.
Yeah, it's definitely been, we've been seeing a lot of 1vx situations where it's, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, but it hasn't been, super one-sided. There's been a lot of flurry of kills. We've only seen, one flawless round? And I think that was pretty much the extent of the one-sided landslide. runs. So
Yeah, we see Grizzy playing really close to that Jaeger. This is going to be a really interesting firefight right here. And we see Arana go for the peek around, doesn't expect Grizzly in that position. Grizzly walks right up to the fire, narrowly avoids it. They have bomb site control though. Things looking very grim for United. It's this Instinct and Stroh's actually both rotate into the bar. The vault over for Grizzly actually works, catches Stroh's. Instinct gets one. Instinct can't get another Grizzly with his third. Gets caught in the back though. The dude will finally manage to clear him out. Getting pushed by another who's taking the position in sight. The dude's got one on his right to 1v3. MMG United season on the line. He gets the kill down to half HP. Archer planting the diffuser. Not entirely sure where. Behind the bar. Slammed is going to be the other one. He jumps outside. His position is revealed. He won't be able to get inside. And that will do it. Element111 take the win in 7-2 fashion. That makes it a 2-0, though a very good series to say the least. Highly entertaining. Just a good game all around by Element111. Looking good, looking like they belong here for sure, and looking like they want to make some noise later on in this later in this playoffs.
For sure, and GG's to United and to Element both. They had a great clubhouse match, and unfortunately, United didn't have the best of coasts, which was their map as well. But in the end, it is what it is. So 2-0 for Element in the end. So they will move on to the next round of the playoffs. So congratulations to them. A hefty 2-0.
Yeah, but just a really good game. We're going to go into a real quick break here, 5 minutes, and then we'll be back with Grizzy, captain of Element, for a real quick interview.